I have a bit of a shopping problem. First of all, I want to go to Trader Joe's because I keep seeing all this stuff about their soup dumplings, and I'm obsessed with dumplings. And when I crave dumplings, it becomes like a debilitating craving practically. So I'm going to get their soup dumplings. I lived in Bowling Green for 5 years. They don't have a Trader Joe's there. Lexington does. So I'm getting some soup dumplings. Gonna try them for the first time. I'm really excited since people seem to really like them. But there's also that viral Trader Joe's khaki tote bag. I want to see if my Trader Joe's has it. And there's also, I've been seeing this like little tote bag thing that they have called their like mini shopping tote or something that has like a tote bag in it. And I normally carry around like belt bags and like small crossbody bags. So I'm going to see if my store has any of those, because then since I'm moving to California and you have to pay for shopping bags, there's somebody walking by and it's like making me nervous. I want to be able to put them in my little fanny packs and like my small crossbody bags, so that if I forget a tote bag, since I'll be living in California, I like have a tote bag with me. Okay, so I took a little gas detour, but the gas station was packed, so we're at Trader Joe's now. And as much as I say I'm here for soup dumplings, I'm also like really curious about their fall stuff because I've never had it. And like everybody knows like fall at Trader Joe's is nuts. So I'm curious what I'm gonna leave here with. We'll see. I don't know why going into new stores like freaks me out so bad, but I secured the bag and I'll show you guys what I got. Okay, in the very back of the store they had all the bags. Let me turn my car on. It's hot today, but I ended up getting the stereotypical canvas tote because I'm a basic girly, but I got that. I'm very excited about it. I found the soup dumpling. My phone disconnected, but I found the soup dumplings, and then I was looking for their fall stuff, and I found these pumpkin flavored JoJo's. They're pumpkin flavored sandwich cream cookies and other natural flavors. They just looked so cute, and they were also like $2.99, so they weren't too expensive. Because some of the other fall stuff, it was like muffins for like $4.99, which I know isn't bad for muffins, but I was just like, I don't really want a muffin. But I thought these were similar to Oreos, I guess. So I'm really excited to try these since I haven't had like a Trader Joe's like fall thing before. And then I got 2 of the like little tote bags that have like a bigger shopping bag in them, so I can leave them in like my car, like right by my door, and one in my bag, so that I don't have to pay for bags in California. Because when I went and visited, every single time me and John forgot a shopping bag. So at least I'll have a shopping bag. But I'm excited for my goodies, and I will taste test everything on camera because I am so excited. Also forgot to say that like, I think I said this before, walking into new stores like utterly terrifies me. It is my social anxiety that gets so bad. I wanted to like walk around and browse, and it's not even that busy because it's like a Monday at noon. But I got so intimidated because it was somewhat busy. I wanted to like really browse and like enjoy myself in there, but I also felt so embarrassed because I didn't know where anything was, and I knew I wanted like tote bags and stuff, and I don't know, I just like totally got in my head and did not enjoy that trip, which kind of sucks. But I got everything I wanted. But that was so nerve-wracking for no reason. Ugh. But I like never shop at Trader Joe's because there's not one in Bowling Green, but there's one here in town, and then there's gonna be plenty in like California. But it's also a bit pricier than what I normally want to pay for groceries. So I'm really just gonna probably go to Trader Joe's for if these soup dumplings are good and other like sweet treats. But I don't normally shop here. It gives me anxiety going to new places, but I'm excited for my goodies. I'm a little sad I didn't enjoy myself more in there, but Let's get home before these soup dumplings like thaw out. Need I say more? Need I say more, Mom? It's perfect. It fits in with my wallet and my hand sanitizer and my chapstick. I have another shopping bag. I'm not gonna be limited on shopping bags. Do you want to try JoJo?
Yes.
Do you want to try JoJo, Dad? I hope these are good. Ooh!
Give me one.
Do you want to try it
Get out
together?
the tripod.
I know, I just don't want to go upstairs. Same time?
1, 2, 3.
They smell good. I dropped some.
Oh my god, give me another one.
They were only $2.99. These are so good.
Give me another one.
With milk, these are really good. And the filling's thick.
We don't need the pumpkin cake.
It tastes like pumpkin cake.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably why I like it so much. It tastes like pumpkin cake.
The smell adds even more to it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't think this through. I don't have a steamer pot, so I have to microwave them. I also realized I don't have this spoon thing, so we're just gonna use one of the really big serving spoons and hope for the best. They're done. I microwaved them. I also looked it up. I don't think I need the big spoon because I saw some videos of people like, my hands are clean. That's why I'm picking them up with my hands, by the way. But I saw videos where people were like, pick it up with a spoon, poke a hole in it, drink the broth, eat the dumpling. But then when I looked again, people were just like eating the dumpling. So I'm just gonna eat the dumpling and I hope it's cooled off enough and not gonna burn me. I don't know if I want my fork or the spoon. Both of them are watching. Oh, my phone's lighting. Both of them are watching me, my parents. So I have an audience. So hopefully these live up to the potential. It's hot. For microwave dumplings, they're really good. Yeah, that hits the craving just right. I finished eating the soup dumplings. They were so good. But I saw some videos on TikTok of people that like put them in chicken broth and like steam them that way. And I think that would be better. They also add like scallions or green onions to them. I can't remember if those are the same things. But I think I'm gonna make it that way next time and I'll show you guys how to do it. I don't know if I'll make it here because next week I'm moving to California. Scary. But I think I'll make them that way either at some point here or some point there and I'll show you guys how I do it and see if I like it more. But I'm literally gonna have one more pumpkin flavored JoJo. These are so good. My mom loved them, I love them, my dad loves them. My mom literally, I don't know if you could hear her on camera, when she taste tested it with me, she literally said that she's gonna give me her credit card and I'm gonna buy her a box of these too because I also told them I wouldn't share because they're that good. Oh my gosh, these are so good. They hit the spot for fall. I see why everybody's so obsessed with Trader Joe's fall because it's that good. It's not just stereotype. I'm a basic girl, very basic, but basicness aside, these are really good. Really good. Y'all are just gonna hear me chomping while I make my bed. I'm also obsessed with this bag. It was only $3.99. It's really big and actually like decent quality. So it's another shopping bag to add to my arsenal so I don't pay for shopping bags in California because I know that will happen to me and the day it happens I'm gonna be so aggravated by it. I know it's something so small, but who wants to pay for shopping bags? Who wants to pay for shopping bags? So I'm coming prepared. I'm also justifying that because I know John is going to be like, oh my god, you have so many bags. Yes, John, I know you're watching this. Yes. But at least I won't be paying for shopping bags. At least I'll have plenty. And both of us can use them because there's enough for the two of us. I am still not done with the fine print. I cannot get into it. I don't know if it's the book. I don't know if it's a reading slump, because I know in my last video I said that I didn't like it, and it's definitely not one of my favorites. But the more I'm getting into it, the more I'm liking it, and I'm liking the characters a bit more. They're seeming less shallow because I know I emphasized that a lot, that they were really shallow. It's getting better. I'm liking it more, but for some reason I just can't get into it. All I want to do is scroll on TikTok. I'll hopefully read some of this today, and then I have a lot of revisions to make for my portfolio, and then I'll apply for some jobs once I'm done with it, and then read. But that's pretty much all I have going on today. I know this is popular and I'm liking it more. It's promising, because I know I was really critical in my last video about it. I'm liking it more. I'm liking the characters more. The plot, the dates they're going on, they're cute. And the way, I don't need to say that, that might be a spoiler. It's just cute, and their dates are cute, and how they're interacting is cute, and warming up to each other is cute. It's all cute, because that's the only way I can describe things, is cute. Okay, so for the past several days, I've been working on my portfolio. I am job searching right now in California, and I just felt like how it looked when I created it in college. It just looked so unprofessional, so I've changed it around some, and I'm really happy with how it's looking. This is my online site. I have a PowerPoint of it, but this is a little about me blurb, my employment history. I have a blurb about my personal life. I thought that was a fun addition. And then these are all the names of my projects. And when you click on one, you go to its page, and this is everything I created in Revit when I was in college. So I have my renderings, my floor plans, my isometric views, and these little blurbs on the sides are just information about materials I picked, furniture I picked. But I'm really proud of how it's looking. It's looking so much better than how it did. It's giving me some hope in the job market. But I just think it looks way more professional and put together. So I got most of my portfolio done. I'm taking a break because I'm just tired of editing it all. But I'm going to read more of the fine print and hopefully actually get some ways through it. Because last night I got to 50%. My Kindle's waking up, hold on. I got to 47%. I am on page 195, and I apparently have 3 hours and 25 minutes left, so let's hope I actually get this done. The banter is actually getting so much better. Guess where I am? I got a lot of stuff. So I got 2 boxes of the pumpkin JoJo's because my mom loved them. And then I got these JoJo's that have chocolate with them because chocolate is my weakness and I had to try them. And then I got pork and chicken soup dumplings because they were so good. I had to get more. I didn't finish it. I DNF'd it. Oh no. I know this is such a popular book, so first of all, I'm really disappointed that I didn't like it, and second of all, I'm sorry if you love this book, but it was not for me. First, I cannot stand Rowan. He is so annoying. His constant self-deprecating comments, they got so old so fast, and I tried to look past it because I got 60% of the way through, so I got to the point where he like talked about his trauma and stuff, and I get all of it, but it took away from his side of the story because it was constant how he was such an angry person. And is it Zahara or Zara? I'm not sure. I haven't looked it up. Like, he was just always so, I'm such an angry person, I hate the world, I hate people. And then he would look at Zara and just be like, she's such a ray of sunshine, she's so annoying, how can somebody be so perky, she's out to get me, she's out to hurt me. And I get where it's coming from because of the trauma that he talked about, but it got so old. Like, there was no character development on his part, so I felt like the plot was so underdeveloped because suddenly she puts in this drunk proposal for this job. She gets the job, and then her and Rowan are like, their chemistry explodes. But I didn't feel like they had any chemistry. Like, it was out of nowhere. They like brushed hands and sparks flew, and it just felt like there wasn't any substance to it, which was really disappointing. I mean, this whole story, I felt like there wasn't substance because something I noticed like right before I DNF'd it was that they had said that this had been like, their whole thing had been going on for like 2 months. And like the timeline, it felt like it happened in like a week. Like, there was not a distinction of like changes in the plot to make like 2 months seem like it passed by. I felt like the writing was fine. It was a little weak, meaning like it wasn't lyrical, it wasn't poetic. I didn't mind the writing. I thought she wrote fine, but I just felt like the plot and the romance lacked so much substance. Like, there was nothing going on. I couldn't get into the story. I didn't like either of the characters. And I'm really disappointed. Since her other books are on Kindle Unlimited, I might try the second book because I know everybody freaked out about the third book. So I might try the second book since it's already a subscription I pay for. In Girl Math Brain, it's like free. I don't know, I was really disappointed with it, and I DNF'd it. Maybe one day I'll come back and try and reread it because it's not a horrible book, but it's not a book I'm gonna like. But I also could tell that I was like starting to get in a reading slump, like this book was putting me in it. So maybe that was the problem, but I was unimpressed. I have started The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, and I'm so excited. The writing in this, I'm only 28 pages in, the writing in this is already so good. And I really liked her first book, The Dead Romantics. But that whole, like, I don't know if you would call it like a plot line or a trope or what, I didn't feel like completely connected to. Her writing was so good in that, and I did enjoy the story, but it wasn't one of my favorites. But like, this whole concept of her getting her aunt's house, and then what else? There's this guy who lives in her apartment, but he exists 7 years in the past. I feel like I'm going to enjoy this storyline a little bit more than the other one, and I'm so excited. It's so good so far. There was already like, not a plot twist, but like there was something already like exciting and intriguing at the start of the book. So I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to read this. I have a gut feeling this is gonna be good. And if it's not, I'm going to be so disappointed because I've been looking forward to reading this book since I picked it up in September, and I was holding off to read it until October because just the whole like, I don't know if you'd call this like paranormal or what, but just the whole like split timelines of them living in the same apartment but 7 years apart. I'm excited. I think this is gonna be good. The aunt literally named the pigeons this. I'm dead. I love this book. I'm jumping the gun. This is already gonna be 5 stars. Not only that, those are my initials, Allison Cruz. I love the pigeons' names. I'm so excited. You have no idea. Saying I love this book might literally be the understatement of the century. This is one of the best romance books I have read. This love story is, oh my god. I have to read this line to you guys. I found it. His pale eyes were a perfect cloudy gray, like my favorite autumn days, perfect for dirty chai lattes and chunky scarves. I'm not kidding you. It's October. We're in autumn. It's gray and cloudy out. I literally looked at the sky and said, oh my god, it's Iwan's eyes. I'm obsessed. I look like a hot mess, but I'm close to the end of the book and there's something happening right now and I have a suspicion of what it is and I'm gonna film my reaction. This book is so good. Oh. Okay, I might actually cry. Okay, I did not expect to like come close to crying. I can feel the tears in my eyes. They haven't fallen. I can't talk apparently. I can't see the words. What? Oh my god. What I suspected it was gonna be, it was. Y'all, I finished it. I'm so sad. Last night when I started reading another one of my books, I like looked over at this on my nightstand and I was just like, oh my gosh, I want to like go back and reread it because I miss the characters so much. But I rated it 5 stars. How could I not? After me crying, how could I not? If I could honestly rate it more than 5 stars, I would. But like on Goodreads, 5 stars, hands down. So why do I say so every single time I start talking? So, the writing in this is really poetic. It reminds me a lot of like Christina Lauren and Emily Henry. So if you like their writing, you'll definitely like this. I really love the conversation she has in this about grief and love and just changes through life and how the characters adapt to them. It's so relatable for me, especially right now with moving across the country. But the way Clementine grapples with change, I'm just like, girly, we would be best friends. Best friends. And then Iwan's response to all of it too, I love him. He's the best book boyfriend ever. I watched Sarah Crowley's video of this and she called Iwan a breath of fresh air. Him and the romance in this is absolutely a breath of fresh air. It's so different than other romances, I feel like, because sometimes, granted, I love these in romances, but like the pining and the tension, it was in here, but it was different. It was like a sweeter love story almost. I don't know how to describe it, but I just loved it. I found it had really good pacing. The plot of this with the slip I found really interesting. Granted, I haven't read another book with the kind of like slip plot line to it, but I really, really enjoyed it. I found it was really unique. And it was almost like every time the slip would happen and then she'd like go back into the real world, I would just be like sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. When she was like walking in and out of her apartment door, I was just like, oh my God, is it gonna happen again? Is it gonna happen again? Like, it kept me on my toes. I will say something with this is that I felt like I could figure out the plot and like the conflict and the turn of events a bit faster. Mostly because I think I read too many romances back to back, so they all kind of seemed the same, so it made it a bit more predictable. I find the predictability of books a little bit annoying. I don't like being able to guess what's gonna happen. I like being on my toes, but even though I was able to guess things before they were told to us, I still found it really enjoyable and still suspenseful and still like satisfying to figure out like what happened next. This is like the first romance book where I was like deeply invested in the characters' romance and like what happened to them. And there's sometimes when I'm finishing the last like 5 pages of a book and I'm just like skimming and skimming and skimming. And then like I see there's an epilogue and I'm just like, oh my God, I have to read the epilogue. But like I could not get enough of this. It was so good. Hands down 5 stars, if not more. It was such a good book. So I wanted to end the video off here. Next week I will be moving, packing up and moving, so hopefully I'll film some of that. I don't know what my stress levels will look like with this move, so you guys might see some, you might not see anything. I'm not sure yet, but I wanted to let you know I have started reading Carable. It is very, very good. I'm not sure if I'm going to be updating you guys on this. I will at least let you guys know what I rate it, but next week might be a bit chaotic, so I don't know how much I'm going to be sitting down reading, and I don't know how much I'm going to be able to update, but I wanted to let you guys know that that is what is happening, and I will see you all later. Bye.